Hey, it's David here. So, something pretty cool happened last night. At the end of an otherwise uneventful day, I walked over to the local grocery store to pick up some cheese for my nachos. Because at that point, the highlight of my day was going to be sitting in a darkened room eating nachos and cheese. Anyway, so I get to the store, and as I'm walking back to the section with the chips and cheese, I notice there's a lot of children running around, and there seem to be tables set up for some sort of elementary school function. So I ignore all that, make my way back to the chip section, grab my jar of cheese, and as I'm making my way back to the front of the store, I look over to the left, and who should I see but SpongeBob. SquarePants, to be specific. So of course, being the adult that I am, I start knocking children out of the way and run over there like, "Hey, SpongeBob!" And he whips around like, "I don't want any trouble, man." And I tell him, "I want to get a photograph with you because my nephew is a big fan of yours." In actuality, I don't know if my nephew cares about SpongeBob at all, but I had to play it cool. So he's like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." And I hand the camera to one of the sales associates who was more than glad to stop stocking shelves for a moment to snap this great photo opportunity. And I hit the button to power it on and hand it to him. SpongeBob puts his arm around me, I put my arm around him, we're standing there for like a minute and a half, and finally he just kind of looks over like, "What's going on?" And I told him it takes a minute for my phone to cut on, and he was just like, "Well, can I put my arm down for a minute?" And I was like, "Don't ruin this for me, SpongeBob." And finally the phone cut on, the associate snaps a few shots, I make my way back to the front of the store, and had actually forgotten to pick up the cheese after that. So I ended up eating my nachos cheeseless, but I did have a cool encounter with a underwater talking sponge. So that's something to tell the grandkids about. And that, my friends, is the story of how I met SpongeBob SquarePants. Thanks for watching.